What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. Consistency. I've been trying to just post every day. I've noticed, like, bro, the same way that my views go up when I'm consistently posting is the same way that your life trajectory is gonna go up when you're doing things consistently. So it's hot outside right now. Just catching some sun, catching a vibe, and what I do want to touch base on today. A couple different things, right? So I got a DM from somebody asking me essentially for advice on getting started, whatever. And well, they weren't necessarily just talking about getting started in like ecom. They were mostly just talking about from like an overall perspective with business as a whole, right? So the biggest thing for me is that when it comes to business, the main factor or the main thing that is going to help you progress is experience, and the only way to gain experience is to try things. And so for me personally, the way that I see it is trial and error and gaining experience, spending money, buying courses. I won't even say buying courses. I don't necessarily buy courses, but gaining knowledge, I could say, whether that's buying a course for you or watching videos on YouTube, whatever it is, right? Reading stuff online are the only things that are going to propel you forward, right? Being a business owner, in my opinion, is solely knowledge and experience based. And when we say knowledge, I don't mean theoretical knowledge. We can't talk about hypothetical situations in business, right? A lot of this stuff that they teach you in school is knowledge based when it comes to numbers, mathematical equations, and all that stuff. Those things aren't necessarily of importance. Of course, understanding your numbers and your metrics are of importance, but those aren't the things that are going to push you forward, right? What good does understanding net profit on $5 million in revenue mean to you if you can't even generate the $5 million in revenue in the first place, right? What good does understanding your numbers or your metrics about how much money you need to allocate towards marketing, cost of goods, et cetera, and understanding where you have to cut costs if you don't have any costs to cut in the first place? So when it comes to a lot of this business stuff, for me personally, the one driver, the one sole factor that will allow you guys to make some progress, allow you guys to move forward in your journey is gaining that experience of going through trial and error, spending money, making money, losing money, reinvesting it into this place, split testing different things, trying out different businesses, and understanding what you're good at, right? Without knowing what you're good at, you're not going to know where you need to make progress. You're not going to know what industry you strive in. And if you don't understand what industry you strive in, how are you going to figure out how to make any sort of significant progress in your journey as a whole, right? So my general understanding so far in this business thing, and I think it'll only get better and better and better when you meet old people that have like gone through their whole time doing certain businesses. They know this stuff like the back of their hand. Oh, this issue arose, and the solution is like second nature. So you guys have to be able to come up with solutions to issues on the go. You have to be able to come up with this stuff as second nature. Know your business like the back of your hand. Don't go study 55 different businesses and how to run them. Understand the fundamentals that it takes to run a company, right? Like, I personally think if there's any company out there that I wish to start, I would be able to start it just knowing what I know. I know how to operate teams. And this is why I do like the e-com world, because people see it. Some fucking dumbass left a fucking comment on my video talking about, oh, you're selling products from Alibaba and shipping them to customers. Bro, shut the fuck up. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen, when it comes to drop shipping, there's a negative connotation towards it. I don't even like the word drop shipping, honestly, just because of that. Just because of all the gurus that scam and whatever. Let's just talk about the business model solely, right? E-commerce. People buy products from your store, you ship it to them. There's a lot of different things that you have to be on top of. One, the fulfillment center, the manufacturers, the teams, understanding how to negotiate your cost of goods. Not only that, now your customer service on the back end, right? The overall website, literally everything from A to Z that it takes to not only put a product in front of somebody, but also get that product to somebody. So what I'm getting to is, in any business that you're gonna scale, you're not gonna be able to do it on your own. So you're gonna have to bring on a team. And the biggest thing is you have to understand how to manage your team, right? So being a CEO of now an agency that's gotten quite large, the most difficult part for me to grasp that I'm still learning to this day is that not everybody is good at everything. So what I mean by that is you have to find people with different qualities, and you have to be able to evaluate them and understand what position best serves them. This person might be half decent at web development, but is it worth me exerting their time there when they'll do much better on the marketing side, right? So you have to think about that as a manager, and it is your role and your duty to put people in the best position, not only for them to succeed, but for your team to succeed. And it's not even about you. You have to think about this from the perspective of, if this guy doesn't get on the phone and close this deal, or if this guy doesn't make these video ads to go post here, then your fulfillment center isn't gonna have products to ship. And you being the CEO, you're doing a disservice to the fulfillment center by putting somebody in the marketing position knowing that they're not gonna do well, because now you have a fulfillment team on the back end that's relying on you for them to get paid, but they'll only get paid if the initial person on the marketing side is performing. So why are you gonna put somebody there that isn't the best for that position? Not only is it doing a disservice to yourself, to that person, but also to the fulfillment team. Even if it hurts that person's feelings to say, listen, bro, I can't have you on the marketing team because XYZ, your numbers are just not up to par. It hurts, sure, but you need to understand that. And that's why people say you have to learn to separate business and friendships, right? You have to understand those two variables. And you being that business owner have to understand that it is your job, your duty to be that person and take that step forward and say, listen, bro, have that conversation, whatever. And don't be a dickhead about it, obviously, but it's honestly a skill set to be a good manager. It is a skill set to be able to acknowledge when people do well, but are still not quite hitting KPI. It is a skill set. So if you want to take your business from 1,000 to 10K a month, you'll be able to do that on your own. From 10K to 100, you might start bringing some team players on, but from 100 to $1 million, honestly, I'd say from 100 to $250,000 a month, that's when you really want to start having the key players in the key places. And if there's one key takeaway with what I've learned from this whole business thing, is the second that you start to scale and you have the wrong people in the wrong places, that's when things start to fall apart. That's when things start to fall apart. So if you want to experience consistency in this industry, if you want to do well for a long period of time, you have to, as a manager, it is your duty, once again, to serve. I'll say it is your duty to serve and fucking protect your business and your team by doing that, by putting the right people in the right places. So I think for today's video, that will be our key takeaway. And wholeheartedly, guys, I want you guys to stay humble, keep grinding. If you're poor, stop being poor and take initiative to do something good. Take initiative to, honestly, I'm fucking with you guys when I'm saying that, but take initiative to take a step forward, man, and stop being lazy. Don't be scared and just do something good for yourself, especially if you're young. And if you're old, take a leap of faith, but take a leap of faith in the right direction. Follow the right people and listen to the right people. Take the right advice from the right people. And that's hard to do. That is hard to do. And also, don't be prideful, because pride will kill you, right? If you're too prideful to take advice from somebody younger than you because you think you are older, have more knowledge and more experience, go do your thing. But there's some people that just, unfortunately, in today's day and age, are better in our current industry than people that have more knowledge in their own industry. So yeah, that'll be that for today's video, guys. Nothing too crazy, just a chill guy, pushing to $500,000 a month right now online. Just a chill guy, you know what I mean? I'm just vibing, bro. And honestly, guys, I'm starting, I'm liking making these videos. Like, I just come out, I just yap, and some of you guys fuck with it, some of you guys don't. But my channel will officially be monetized in a week's time. Huge milestone. So big shit coming in the next week or two for that. And in the near future, you guys will see a lot of different type of content, because I want to take whatever YouTube decides to pay me out and reinvest it into something exciting for you guys. So yeah, link to the Telegram in the description down below, guys. And as always, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.